What if the reason you're not manifesting what you want is because you're still wanting it? In this episode, we're exploring the subtle but powerful shift from desire to intention and why that one change can unlock everything. Let's get into it. Welcome to Star Potential, a podcast where we explore the meaning of our existence while having a few laughs and sometimes tears through stories from the road of life. I'm your host, Julie Jo Hughes. As a stage performer, my life is quite literally about song and dance. I believe that life here on Earth is a playground for discovery, not a contest to be won. We ask questions together like, how do I evolve my consciousness? And how do you sing a passionate ballad when there's an old guy in the front row with his balls showing? True story. Stick around for these fun conversations. Hi, and welcome back to Star Potential. I'm your host, Julie Jo. Today, let's talk about a fun topic that I have learned about firsthand, for better or for worse. And that is the idea that whatever we focus on grows. Energy goes where our focus is. That's another way of saying this, okay? So I want to talk about this from the idea of intention versus desire. So what's the difference, right? Okay, so I am sure you have heard of the law of attraction. Probably if you're listening to this podcast, you're kind of in that realm of thinking you've heard of the law of attraction, right? For a lot of us, the law of attraction is kind of the gateway idea that brings us into spirituality and a deeper or higher level of thinking. And the law of attraction basically states that like things attract, that whatever you are thinking about, that you can manifest into your world. That's a really oversimplified way, but it's something along those lines, okay? What you have to be mindful of, it's not as simple as just whatever you want, you can pull into your life, okay? Because whenever you are in desire of something, whenever you are wanting something that you recognize that you do not have currently, you're actually coming from a state of lack. You are seeing yourself as without that thing or person or whatever it is that you're desiring, and you are wanting to pull it to you. But what happens is whatever we're focusing on, which in this case happens to be, let's say you really want a Porsche. You wish that you had a beautiful Porsche. You've always wanted this beautiful sports car, right? As long as you are focused on the desire of having a Porsche, what you're actually focused on is the fact that you don't currently have a Porsche. And so what you attract to yourself is more of not having a Porsche. So to help illustrate this for you a little bit, I'm going to give you a challenge. Whatever I say, you have to do, okay? Don't think about pink crocodiles. What are you thinking about? Was it pink crocodiles? I know it was, because I told you don't think about pink crocodiles, and you're thinking, okay, don't think about pink crocodiles. But our mind doesn't know the difference between positive and negative, because deep inside, we are inherently neutral. The mind gets positive and negative about things. The heart is just neutral. And what makes the law of attraction work is not actually what the mind is doing, but what the heart is doing. Because what the mind desires, the heart sets an intention toward. And the law of attraction actually works on our intentions and whatever we are focused on. And so when I told you don't think of pink crocodiles, your mind and your heart think about the topic, the subject that I gave you, not the positive or the negative. So all you're thinking about, the message only gets through as pink crocodiles. When you want something different, you have to be willing to let go of complaining about the thing you don't want. So maybe the situation you're currently in. If you're saying you want to be in a different situation and you're constantly spending all your time complaining about the current situation, what you don't like about it, the people that irritate you, the things that are making it inconvenient for you, what you're sending out, what you're vibrating with is all of that stuff that you don't like. So you're actually not focused. Your intention is not being set upon that which you do want. You're just sending out what you don't like and what you don't want. And in return, because the universe and the world that we live in is a mirror for us, because you are focused on what you have that you don't want, the law of mirroring gives you that which you're focused on. So you get more of what you don't want. You continue to attract the people in your life that play that same role of someone who irritates you. What I have learned is that as long as you continue to judge something, it will continue being served to you until you no longer judge it. This was a mind-blowing concept that I first heard from Robert Edward Grant, and I have really found it to be true in my own experience that whatever I continue to judge continues to show up for me. When I can accept it the way that it is, somehow it's not showing up in my life all the time anymore. I have accepted it and learned to love it for what it is. Then because I'm no longer judging it, it's no longer being continually served to me. Okay? So as you are thinking about what you desire, maybe it's what you want to look like, or maybe it's a thing that you want to acquire. Your intention must be on that which you do desire. But there's a very slight difference here between desire and intention. If I want to lose 20 pounds, I will continue focusing on wanting to lose 20 pounds. It keeps me stuck between that version of myself that I see that's 20 pounds lighter and where I am currently. But if my intention is to be 20 pounds lighter, can you see how if I wake up and say, I wish I was 20 pounds lighter, that keeps it in separation, that keeps it at arm's distance away from me. If I wake up with the intention of being 20 pounds lighter, I start making decisions and actions that lead toward becoming 20 pounds lighter. It's such a tiny little shift, but the difference between desire and intention is the actions that you will naturally take, the decisions that you will naturally make by seeing yourself an arm's distance away from your desire, or by already seeing yourself as the version of yourself that you envision that's already there. Okay? If I wake up with the intention of being a Porsche owner, I start acting like a Porsche owner. Maybe I start saving my money differently because a Porsche owner prioritizes having money for their Porsche. But if I am a person who wishes I had a Porsche, I make those kinds of decisions. I go, oh, I ordered Starbucks again today. That's probably $7 less I can put towards my Porsche. Do you see how this line of thinking makes me a person that wishes I had a Porsche? This line of thinking makes me a person on their way to having a Porsche. It's such a slight little difference, but that little shift is going to make leaps and bounds, different strides towards that thing which you are desiring. Here's the main idea I want you to take away from today's episode. Desire is rooted in the future. while intention is rooted in the present. So intention puts the eye on the action itself. That's where our focus goes. Intention is related to immediate action towards something, or actually in alignment of something, while desire can wait weeks, months, even years without actually taking action. Can you see the difference? So today, I want you to think about what is one true desire that you truly hold at this moment in time. Not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago, not 2 months ago. What is a desire that you have today in this current version of yourself? Now, get quiet about it and just reflect upon how can you shift from being in desire of that to intending to be or have that. Do a little bit of journaling. Write down the person that's already at that desire. What do they do? What do they look like? What do they eat? What kinds of choices do they make? Now, with that clearly in front of you, make the decision to intend to have that desire. And if you can remind yourself of these intentions every day, early morning is best, but at least every day at some point, watch yourself over the next month, 3 months, and see how you start shifting from a person in desire of that thing to a person intending for that thing. And watch yourself make the strides. I can't wait to hear about it. Let's chat. Send me your progress. Let's cheer each other on. And we can help each other with what are some ways that you stay true to your intentions. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning into Star Potential with Julie Jo Hughes. If this episode resonates with you, I invite you to take 2 seconds, scroll down and click 5 stars on the rating. It's a fast and easy way to help the show gain exposure and momentum. If you're loving the show, I invite you to leave a quick review about what you love. Reviews are like gold to podcasters. And to show my gratitude, you'll be entered to win my monthly giveaway when you send me a screenshot of your review. I also made you a gift. It's a 9-minute simple gratitude meditation with singing to help you practice mindfulness. Just visit me on Instagram at @TheJulieJo or find the link in the show notes. Thank you for your love and support. Until next time, keep shining your light. And that's a wrap.